All right, all right, all right. We are back. It is a beautiful morning here on the Bergmoor map. We are on the Godfried farm. Well, actually, I'm not. I'm down in the village of Bergmoor, and this is our beer stand we put here. Uh, so we have a place to sell our beer. It's just down the. This is actually I think this is our sheep area right here, and then the garden center is right down there. So there are not a lot of places to put placeables on this map. Very few. So we wanted to put our beer stand somewhere where there are people, because that makes the most sense. And look, if we had beer here and the pretty beer girl, that guy right there, he'd probably come buy a beer.
And you.
So, and me, Farmer Jake says. Say hi, Farmer Jake.
Hi.
Farmer Jake's in the house today on the farm. So, anyway, Jake's loading up the beer truck. You got it loaded up?
Yes.
Awesome. And he's going to head our way. But anyhow, we found this little spot here. I'm not sure what kind of place that is. A causerie. There's a mouse and some cheese. So maybe they make cheese here. What goes better with some cheese than yeah, beer? Why not? So anyway, uh, we'll be able to drive around back here and unload the beer to the back of the stand here. Unfortunately, it will not take a whole truckload. It'll only take a pallet or two, and it sells it over time. Uh, so yeah, we do have a couple other options for beer sell points, but look, she wants a beer. There's another guy who wants some beer. But we do have just a little square, and we looked and looked and looked around the two little villages uh, on this map to see if we could find like a little market, which we could not because we would have placed it next to the market. I'm not sure what Farmer Jake's doing.
I'm going behind. That's what I'm doing. Trying to move the tractor too.
Oh,
That's blocking my way.
my tractor. I get it.
I'm talking to my tractor.
All right. He couldn't get in. I left my parked my tractor in his way. So let me get not sure if are you in here already?
Yes.
All right.
We can find something.
So Farmer
Dad,
Jake's
get him some.
bringing our beer in.
Dad, you should get him some.
Well, I want to see it unload. So there we go. Couple pallets. Good job, buddy. Good job. And then, oh, where is the beer girl?
I have no idea.
Well, I don't know if we got a glitch going on or what, but
Well, I'll hop in.
Farmer Jake's gonna sell the beer, I guess. Well, I don't know. We don't get our little beer made. Darn it. All right. Anyway, we got some beer. Oh wow, look at that. Did we get Got $8,000 or a little bit less or something. That's pretty awesome, and we still got beer in the truck and still got beer at the brewery. So anyway, as I was saying, we have some other options, but we couldn't find a market to where it made sense just to put the drop point where we can or the sell point where we can sell the whole truckload. And our other option is to build the supermarket, but there are no flat spots or open spots, and our only option would be to, you know, maybe like buy and we can't put it on fields that we don't own, but you know, maybe, how much is this one? Wow. Well, I guess we do have enough now that we could buy this little field here and put the supermarket here, and then we would be able to sell, we're gonna have to think about that, because we'd be able to sell full truckloads of beer, as well as if we got into doing any orchards, which I would kind of like to do, because I haven't really ever focused on that as a crop on a farm. So I thought that would be a good one to do, since we're doing stuff really on this map that we don't really normally ever do. So that would be cool if we did it on here, and if we build the supermarket, then we can sell all of the different orchard fruits and that kind of stuff there as well. And I didn't start the timer when we started the video, so anyhow. So we can get a little peek here of Jake loading up the truck. You see our pallets of beer here. You're doing awesome, buddy. So you just back up to the squares there, and boop, it just loads it right up. No, you gotta get over on the other one. I don't. You need to get on one of the other yellow squares, bub. Not sure which one you need to be on, but you need to be on one of them. Nope, still not going to load you up. Try the other one. That one loading you up? I wonder why it's not going to load you up. Well, anyhow, we got some beer in the trailer. Or was that, no, it says there's still some there. I wonder why it's not going to, oh well. Anyhow, we do need to get some more water going in the brewery as well. And, where are you going, Jake? You can't go sell it there yet. You have to wait till it's those pallets are gone at that place. So go ahead and park the truck for a minute, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do here. Okay, so what we decided to do is we decided that we would just go ahead and buy that little field, and we're gonna plant the supermarket there, so that we can just sell our beer and be done with it. We'll have a stand there too. We'll keep beer at the stand, but yeah, you know, we dropped off, you know, less than a truckload of beer there, and we got $8,000. So we can afford to buy it and just do it. You know, we're going to be making a lot of beer. We need to be able to sell it uh, by the truckload when we can, rather than just, excuse me, a couple pallets at a time. So we'll just go ahead and buy this one, and that looks sort of flat. Hopefully our, before I try too hard, let's take a look see and see. I don't know if it. Oh, and of course it's not going to let us see it from the other way. That's crappy. We could, you know, can't tell how that's gonna look or not, if it's clipping out any weird way. Seems to kind of be okay from here. If we do that one, that would probably look alright. Or we got this version, which I think I like the other way the other one would sit in there best. So unless it would just be like that. Oh, but see, it clips out the sell point right there. So I don't like that. Let's go back to this one. And see if, like, yeah, I think that would be alright if we just put it in there. Maybe we'll even tuck it back in here a little more. Like that. Yeah, okay. But I think what I want to do, well, I don't know. If, you know what, I guess I was thinking I was going to plant the field with grass so that it looked, I don't know, not like a field, but, you know, at the same time it might be, might just be okay with being dirt. I guess that'd be alright. Sure, why not? So we're just going to do that. How's it look, Farmer Jake?
Hold on.
Does it look alright? Yeah, not too bad. Gave Farmer Jake some, I guess if we wanted to, could plant some grass up around it. Yeah, maybe if I get bored some night when Farmer Jake's not available to help. But look at that. We got lots of room for him to maneuver the truck in and just be able to back right in. And you see the menu here with everything that we can sell. I hope beer's on there. Oh yeah, beer. Okay. It's the fourth one from the top at the left. B-I-E-R. They spell it different. So, there we go. How about that? Pretty cool. What do you think, Farmer Jake?
Awesome.
Awesome. That's what he says. That's the official word. Okay, so Farmer Jake can sell us some more beer. And I'm going to get turned around here and maybe work on planting another field. If it won't load you up anymore, just go sell what's in there. Come back and you can maybe load the rest. So we do have our wheat and barley coming up here. And I guess I need to decide what to plant down on 8 and 9. I don't, let's see. I'm not sure. What do we have in here? Does it tell us? How much we have in here? 61,706 liters of TMR. So I would imagine we're going to be good for a little bit with that. Because if we go to our cows, let's oh, well, they need some rations, but you know, we only have 25. I think that's gonna tide us over pretty well. So I think what we're gonna do, what is there any, let's look at our sale prices here, and you know, of course, I guess I know we got wheat and barley in the in the field. We do have a field of canola, so maybe we'll just go ahead and do a round of hmm. Decisions. Not sure. Do I have... Okay. We do have... Do we even have a potato planter? Does that thing do potatoes? Okay. Yeah. I think we're just going to do potatoes. So we'll put this guy away. That way we can either sell them or if we need them for TMR, we'll have them. We can you know, we can have some in storage. That way, if we would have to pull some out of storage to do TMR, we'll have them. So maybe that's just the best thing to do, is just play it safe. And I just buried the seeds with the other seeder. I'm very smart. I can squeeze in here next to them to get loaded up or not. Alright, we got our potatoes, and we're gonna head on down. See if we can't do a little seeding. If I remember right, in the last episode, Jake got us all fertilized up down here, so let's see. I wonder the best way. Let me just go ahead and I still need to, I should probably still disable the wither wheels, if you will.
Hey,
Let's go ahead and start with this one. Okay, potatoes are expensive. Seeds. Have you sold us any more beer yet, Farmer Jake?
coming back on my second order. Not from the not going to carry it.
So I think it looks like we are going to need to leave. Maybe it would be just smartest if we just left us a nice.
You're welcome.
And there we go. So we do get a decent chunk of cash there, because we went from about 1,700 to 17,000. So that's pretty good. Thanks, buddy. So we need to be sure.
To thank me a lot for doing this.
Why? There we go. Do that. We got our So yeah, that was a decent little chunk of change. We need to get some water in our brewery and make sure that we can keep. Let me see here. What is it? Is it V lowers and B turns it on? That I need to make sure that we can keep our brewery running full speed ahead, because potatoes are potato seeds are pretty expensive. So don't know how many we're gonna need really, but you had enough to fill up the truck again, Jake? Oh, really? Wow. I didn't really anticipate that that the beer was going to be quite as profitable for us. But that's good. That's good. We'll take it. Well, I don't have it set up that way, so you have your own account. I'll set it up next time so it shares the money with you. But Farmer Jake wants his allowance, I guess, for selling the beers. What he's trying to say. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
Yeah. He said he didn't want me to deliver the beer because I might drink some on the way.
I believe that.
Not because I drink while I'm driving, of course, but I do like my beers. Nothing wrong with that. I'm a grown man. As a matter of fact, I I'm having one now. Having a nice uh, box style lager. But, speaking of beers, we did, I guess, technically we missed Oktoberfest because I googled it, and Oktoberfest in Munich goes from sometime in the middle of September to the first weekend of October, which was this past weekend. So was hoping to have beer to sell for Oktoberfest, but
You have vodka lager? That's interesting.
we didn't quite make it. Life got busy and we weren't able to get onto the farm, so you know, what are you gonna do? We'll be gearing up for next year, and I guess hopefully there's a demand for beer right now because so much got drank at Oktoberfest, and we're just trying to replenish stock. So and look at that, we went from being broke to having 29,000. So yay on the brewery. We got some money going. Jake's a good truck driver. Things are doing good. I'm just gonna. I didn't set the timer when we started recording, so I don't really know how long it's been, but we might call it on the episode. And we did good. We got a lot done. We have sold some beer. We gotta remember that we took out that $10,000 loan. Probably ought to pay that back. It just popped into my head, but we sold some beer. We built a grocery store, and yeah, we're planting some potatoes, so it's going good. We got wheat and barley going, so we'll probably get some off camera, probably get some water stocked up in the brewery. It does. I do know from the little bit that I've used it that it really goes through the water, which makes sense, you know. But and that is part of the reason we went ahead and spent the $25,000 up front to get the solar powered water pump well and storage unit, because that just collects water over time, and it doesn't cost us anything as we go. And yeah, so we're gonna put a big dent probably in the supply that we have built up, which hasn't been much. We're only on I put the real-time mod in, so we're only on day 4 on the farm. So, we probably don't have just a huge amount of water cached up over there yet. I guess we'll see, but I'll probably do a lot of that off camera, because it's with the limited size of our trailer, it's really just a lot of just running back and forth, to be quite honest. So and with our money, I and speaking of water, we might be looking at a new trucking system. We got the Model A's, and those are old, pretty worn down, kind of limited in what they can do. Being over in the eastern part of Germany here, we have access to some older Russian equipment, and yeah, I was talking to some of the neighbors here, and found out a line on where we might be able to get some. We're certainly going to be not going to be getting anything new and fancy to do our trucking, but I've been kind of looking at something and thinking about it that when we had some money and now that we got the brewery up and going pretty good, and we're going to have a little bit of stable income, I guess, if you will, that maybe we ought to go ahead and invest in a little bit better trucking system, because we do have to do a lot of trucking to sell our beer and with the water. So, and then there's maybe if we can implement some of that equipment in some other ways as well. We'll have to just take a look at that. But yeah, I think I think we're gonna end the episode here. And I am your host. Well, let's see. Oh, Jake says goodbye. And if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to give us a like or subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment if there's something you would like to see us work on or do.
Or if you feel good, please share.
Or share, Jake says. And I am your host, Zigzaggy, with
Farmer Jake.
and we'll see you on the farm.